Alright, I'm just giving it a second to start, and then we will get started. Let's take a look, and yeah, hi everyone, happy Friday. Welcome to Couch Potato Friday, and to some PvZ heroes. So today I actually have a guest with me, and I'll do the introduction once I start with the deck. But to get started, I'll just do the YouTube intro. Hello my friends, this is Not Your BF. Happy Couch Potato Friday, and let's get to some potatoing. Alright, so today I have a special deck for you that is all about them taters, and I even brought a special guest with me to talk about the deck. So I have someone from Idaho here. Hello, I'm Girl Potato, and I'm here to talk to you about the deck. So we're gonna go see why this is such a good deck in Plants vs. Zombies Heroes. If you have questions, save them till the end. Hoodaho, Idaho. Okay, so let's talk about the deck. Let's talk about the deck. So today's deck features. I'll just talk normal. Actually, I'll have my other friend talk about the deck, because they talk a little better. Hello, YouTube. It's me. I remember when chocolate was made. I'm the old potato, and I'm gonna talk to you about old potatoes and why they're so good. Alright, so the deck we have today is called Tater Roots, because it's about roots. We play Forget-Me-Nuts, because Forget-Me-Nuts is good. Actually, let me just tell you about the deck, and I'll bring the guests out in a little bit. Thank you. I'm glad that chat, I think we're all potatoes, but you're the old one, Yivs? Alright. I'm gonna start over because this is for you. No, I'm not gonna start over. We're just gonna keep going. Keep it rolling. Alright. So this is a tempo deck, and tempo, for those who don't know, in games like this is all about having more stuff on the field than the opponent. If you have the upper hand on the tempo, that means you're the one that's applying all the pressure on your opponents. And Spudow is excellent at doing tempo. His powers, Bubble, gives, moves something, increases its defensive power. Stormfront increases the power of everything. Meteor Strike deals 3 damage. And of course, the good old Tater Toss does 6 damage to a zombie. Very important if you play your Imitator. As you know, Imitator does this thing that whenever you play something, it turns into, Imitator will transform into that. So if you use Spudow's superpower and you didn't mean to have your Imitator transform into a, mine potato bomb, then you just screwed yourself over. I've done it so many times, it's hilarious. I've done it so many times too, because I'm from Idaho. Hoodaho, Medaho. Idaho. Anyways, so keep telling them about the deck. Thank you. So let's get to the deck. Forget-Me-Nuts gains you tempo and is a little bit of some brain denial. Garlic has insane stats for being a 1/5. It also has Team Up, which can really help to protect the king of the deck, that is our Lord and Savior, the Starch-Lord. Look at that belly. I love every time that it does its ability. Look at that bounce. Boom! Okay, anyways. So Starch-Lord got buffed recently, and Starch-Lord grows himself and whatever route you play, and gives you a route every turn. Basically, the whole point of this deck is that turn 4, you play a Starch-Lord, it lives, you win the game. You don't believe me? Let's try it out. What's even cooler than a Starch-Lord on turn 4? Well, you play Imitator on turn 3, Starch-Lord on turn 4, and your weird Mine Potato turns into the Lord Potato, and all of a sudden, you're double potatoing it. I guess you'd a hoe too. Good for you. We don't hoe judge here. Unless it's this one, because this one's old. Anyways, let's go back to the deck. Old people can just be a little judgy. They're from a different time. Nothing against old people. We're not ageist here, okay? It's a root deck, so we're all about the roots. We have our radishes, we have our garlics, our potatoes, and of course, we still play one of the most powerful cards in the game, which is the Transfiguration. The fig can grow, and as a very, very strong offensive and defensive finisher, we have Gravity. Untrickable, armored, it pulls things in. Man, this card is just unbeatable once it gets going. It is beatable, but yes, I have played this deck. This is one of the decks I use to climb. So it's actually quite a good deck. To prove it, I'll see what the win-loss record shows today. So the quests for today are the double starch, and that's the potato into potato, aka Imitator into Starch-Lord. Garlic protection, which is to just use that garlic at the perfect time to protect something vital. Perfect removal. I do play a very random removal suite of 4 Berry Blasts, 2 Grave Busters, and 2 Shamrockets. So normally we just have them at the perfect time. I don't know if it's a Plants vs. Zombies Heroes thing, or if I'm just a lucky bastard, or a lucky hoe, if you know what I mean. Anyways, and yeah, so those are our quests. We're hoping to achieve them all. Our achievements is Oops All Taters, which means fill the board with potatoes. Imitator tree, which is what's better than an imitator into a Starch-Lord? Imitator into a tree. It's really hard to pull off, which is why it's an achievement. And a full fig cycle, which means hello, welcome Woosley. Thank you for joining the stream. Welcome everybody. Can you finally please get to talking and less talking and more playing? Thank you. You hoe. Wait, I'm the hoe. Alright. You're not here to watch me play with watch my potato guess. You're here to watch me play a potato deck. So let the camera focus a little so you can hear me talk. I think the potatoes really messed it up. And let's go ahead and play some PvZ heroes. Alright, let's have some potato fun. Y'all are my couch potatoes tonight. Alright. As you can see, I'm already Taco League 45. So 5 more ranks and we reach Legendary on, what, like day 3 of the rank season? Alright. So we're off against Z-Mech. We have Imitator, but we don't have something for it to go into. I'm just kind of thinking here, and I think that because we have the Radish removal and the Synthesizer, I'm just gonna keep it and see what I draw. I think that's the plan. I really like Imitator on 3, so let's potato it up. So chat, if you spam those potatoes, I'ma spam my potatoes, okay? Couch potato, that's right. Alright, we're up against Flag Zombie, so let's get rid of that. And if we don't draw something that we can potato into, we're just gonna start with some Radish aggression. Alright, we can't really potato into potato. But you know what we can do? We can start the radishes. Alright. So right now I'm really hoping that we get some potatoes, but interesting, they use leftovers on 1. I guess it's not the best use of leftovers. And there's the Starch-Lord. Alright. So... I don't like that they have 3... You know what? I'm willing to bet that what they have is it going viral. Since that is the case, even though I can start developing my good old potatoes, this guy is really gonna burn us down if we do that. So let's actually burn that down first. No con man. Let's grow the one in front, because it protects the one in the back. Alright, chat. I told myself I wasn't gonna do this, but I'm gonna do this. This card's called Cosmic Nut, as you know. Wanna see my Cosmic Nut face? Oh! Okay, no, just kidding. You know, if you know, you know. Only people from Idaho get that joke. Hell yeah, you hoes! Okay. Alright. Opponent did do going viral, but as you can see, we're winning the race already. At this point, we can save our potato combo for turn 7, because I think it's better to do some trick denial and to play our cosmic... No! Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry. It's a cosmic nut. What can I say, you know? It's so bad. They're gonna use their superpower. It's fine. Oh, you know, huh? Well, I know too. And you know what, though? The opponent's just spamming going virals. It's so sad when you can only do it on one. So, yeah, sure. We'll take 4. They got the block, but that's okay. That's alright at this point. We just have a lot of things going on for us. Alright, now they decide to spam. They're a little late for it at this point. So this turn, we are going... I think we should kill this, but I don't know if we're gonna be able to this turn. I'm gonna put this here. Okay. It's gonna make our nut survive. And we should proc the block here. The opponent, obviously they're gonna going viral. That's fine. Oh, they're gonna leftovers. They might double leftovers us, actually. Look at that. Are we in trouble, chat? I think we're still okay. For the most part, we're just trading here. As I mentioned, we're gonna get this... I guess I might as well play this. This way our radish survives. Alright. So now I really have to figure out how to play this turn. I mean, we're still at 11. Hello! Hi Angelica, Yibs, Woosley, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so the opponent is like, oh yeah, I see what you're doing and I ain't scared. Well, neither are we, right? Let's show our opponent that we are not bitches. So, I mean, we're kind of bitches, but you know what I mean. They're at 0 brains, so no tricks here. I think it's more important to kill the bigger one, right? So we're gonna do that. We're gonna grow this first and see what we get. We should be able to survive that. Kill that. This is gonna hurt. So I think we're just going... Oh man. Unfortunately, we have to do this and hope that we get something to block the Primeval Yeti. That Yeti was a good play by the opponent. So we'll survive at 3 life and hopefully get something good to deal with the Yeti. The opponent, you know what? They're doing a good job. So, what do I think about the Yeti? I am not happy about it. But what can I do? I'm just a potato. That potato is cute, but this potato is cuter. Okay, let's It's game time, okay? We're kind of in trouble because that Yeti is gonna kill us. Dang it. We need to see what we get here. That is not it. Oh shit. I'm not gonna... Do I get something good? We need a mushroom card. That is not it. We lose. Unfortunately, that Yeti's gonna kill us. Potato. Sad potato. Game 1. Very sad potato. And the opponent, you know what? Considering how they played... Oh no, either way we lose, because that's still 4 damage. Okay, I was like, what are you doing? But no, we... alright. I'm actually very surprised we lost. But that was well played by our opponent. So yeah. Sad potato. Alright, let's go to the next one. How many potatoes? 1 potato, 2 potatoes. I think today I'm just gonna play maybe like 8 games or so. Maybe 10. We can see how I do. This hand is very heavy. This hand is so heavy. Okay. I need to stop like clowning around. Can't stop, won't stop, if you know what I mean. I guess we're keeping this. Alright, I really want to show you all. First game is a warm-up. You know what? You're right. Alright, rule number 1, kill the teacher. I mean, kids, if you're watching this, don't listen to me, okay? When you're playing Plants vs. Zombies, rule number 1 is kill the teacher, okay? Gamer rules, indeed. Wow, and then they get the second teacher. Well, we don't have an answer for the second teacher yet. And of course they're gonna candy. It's a Rust Bolt, it's what they do. You know what though? If teacher grows, we do have the perfect removal in the Shamrocket. So I'm not even gonna bother with the teacher, and I'm just gonna develop my radishes. You know, potatoes are the best, no one can lie, but radishes can be underrated. Do I like radishes? No, I don't. Are they good? They're alright. They aight. Okay, they're gonna kill 1 radish, sure. By them killing a radish, that means that they're not killing a Starch-Lord, and that's amazing. So now we really need to bait the opponent into playing something, which they did, so that we can develop Starch-Lord. We develop Starch-Lord, we win. Yeah, the potatoes are cute. And you'll see, once Starch-Lord does its ability, how its belly bounces, it's the best. It's my fave. Alright. So, they're gonna start doing their trick-or-treating, which is interesting. They didn't have it... Okay. You know what? Let's do this. Alright. So look at the Starch-Lord, everyone. Look at the Starch-Lord. Aw, look at that belly bounce. Isn't that cute? Hey, potato. Stop being a hoe. Alright. Now it's actually quite scary because the opponent has 2 teachers, a bunch of candies, and going viral. So we really need to combat that as soon as possible. I'd rather put this here. Hopefully we survive, and next turn Shamrocket will really help us. We're gonna put our garlic here. Okay. And the garlic's gonna double grow, and look at how the potatoes are already getting out of control. The problem is, 2 teachers get out of control. They've drawn 2 out of 3. Oh, okay, so they have 1 of their key removal pieces. And they have some candy. Okay. No going viral. Please, no going viral. No going viral, baby! You know what sucks? I've been waiting the whole game for their teacher to get to 4 attack because of Shamrocket. and it's just not happening, but that's okay. Now we're just drawing with all our potatoes. There's a trickster. Let me think about this for a second, chat. No, we don't wanna play our tree yet. It sucks, but I feel like we have to get rid of the trickster. Yeah, we have to get rid of the trickster, so we get rid of the trickster. Okay. And we just grow our potatoes the old-fashioned way, which is with this. Right now the opponent has the tempo, and that's not really supposed to happen. 2 teachers and a trick-or-treater is really bad news for us. I'm really hoping that they... Okay, so they're gonna buff up the trick-or-treater. This is gonna survive. These are gonna trade. And I still don't have... Oh, I already used Shamrocket anyway. Alright. So, let's think about this very carefully. Here's what we're gonna do, chat. We are going to play this tree here. Yes. Alright. And we're gonna play a garlic here. This way, if they play something, the tree pulls it in. If they don't, the garlic is gonna push the teacher in. That's 1 teacher down. That's teacher number 2 in front of the tree. If they have trickster, we lose. Don't trickster. Don't trickster me, bro. Don't trickster me. No trickster, we're in this. Ho ho! Hell yeah. Okay. Let's think about this for a second, okay? We do want to get rid of the teacher. I think we're gonna radish our garlic back. Alright. We're gonna play our Starch-Lord. And we're gonna do the good old-fashioned... Nah. I'm so scared of them teleporting something. I'm really scared. But I feel like if they had Trickster, they would have played it. I'm just gonna do this. And hope for the... That's a teleport... Damn it! That's a teleportation zombie. And they just teleported a stone. We're alive! And now our tree is not blocked. And now teleportation zombie's dead. Ah! Bless the potatoes! And we got the Grave Buster! Okay. Opponent's at 8. The best play is to Grave Bust here, play our Transfiguration, and this game should be in the bag now. They had me a little bit of a teleport. It's fine, I don't care. My tree will absorb it. They can get rid of the fig, it doesn't matter. There's a teacher. It's too late for your teachers. That was... Oh, opponent's still alive. But maybe not for long. Here's where having Gravitry really comes in clutch. And I will mark one of our quests. Wait, is that a Trickster? I don't know if y'all heard anything, but so that's 2 losses. Alright, 2 losses so far. People who watch this are gonna make fun of me. I've gone like 10-0 with this deck, so I'll keep showing you, alright? Quests, I'm not even gonna do any of my quests. I need to show you how this deck works. So that's a Trickster. Trickster wins in the opponent's turn. Trickster is such a good card, and I was really hoping they didn't have a second one, and they did. So I lost. Yeah, I thought I was gonna win too. I really thought I had that in the bag. But it's a rules thing. The trickster wins before the tree pulls it in. So I wasn't able to dodge that. So forget-me-nuts makes tricks more expensive, so they can't trick me. So at least not if they only have one brain. Now they have to deal with forget-me-nuts and maybe play a trick, but they're gonna go for plan B. I guarantee you this is a teleportation zombie. So we're gonna do our superpower and use our potato head. And do we want to develop a second forget-me-nuts? We might as well. Alright. So teleportation zombie's dead. This is one of the advantages of Spudow's superpower. Alright. So remember I said something about the garlic being super helpful? Here is where this kind of thing can happen. I'm still a little nervous that they have the superpower that penetrates. But if they do, I can't do much about it. At least their space-time zombie should die. So let's see if they have the super... They do have the superpower. So they're literally just using this to kill the forget-me-nuts. I'm kind of okay with that trade at the moment. Wait. Why did this not die? Hang on. I'm very, very confused. So here's what happened. Both the garlic and the forget-me-nuts attacked for 3, but this hit the garlic, moved to the left, and then the forget-me-nuts died and didn't attack anything. That doesn't make sense. Anyways, it is what it is. If I had known that that's how it worked, obviously I would not have done that. What is this guy gonna bounce? Luckily, we said our bounce is pretty good. It's gonna bounce the forget-me-nuts. That's fine. I wonder if they have a grave robber. I guess find out next time on Not Your BF, Plants vs. Zombies. Alright, I'm gonna sacrifice an imitator here and see what happens. It's not really a sacrifice. We just need to draw literally anything that's bigger than what's in our hand. So they're gonna do this. This is gonna transform into, of course, something with strike through, because of course. Do we want our imitator to live? Nah. Let's let them trade. Let's let them trade. Because otherwise they're gonna get the superpower, and I bet you it's that Silver Surfer card. So Pogo is here. Let me see. How are you doing, chat? It's still the warm-up round? Nah. We need to start doing some winning. So you know, if I had let that live, maybe I could have gotten away with my Starch-Lord. I wonder what this is, and I'm a little nervous about what it could be. I have a slight suspicion I know what it is. Okay. Gonna do this here. Going to do this here. Gonna do this here. Okay. Really, all that we need is for our Starch-Lord to survive. Starch-Lord survives, we're in good shape. Okay? So, opponents at 7, we're at 15. They do have 2 strike-throughs, which is kinda scary. Guess what? You know how one of our achievements is to turn our imitator into a tree? This isn't the game where I got the cosmic nut, but I just got the cosmic nut, if you know what I mean. 2 trees, we win. Okay, this time for real, tree is almost unbeatable. Whenever anything is played, the tree pulls it in. The tree's untrickable. They're not on the deadly terrain. This is basically GG. Opponent has to pay twice as much for tricks. See? They're just playing tug of war with spaceman. Our opponent's gonna use their superpower. It probably won't help them much. And they're gonna take 5, and they're down to 2. Alright, opponent, what you got for us? So I'm gonna click on one of our achievements, which is we got the imitator tree. So that happened. And we won, because the opponent's like, yep, that's way too much to deal with. So what? First win. Let's go! Alright. Let's win 4 more and rank up. We can do this. Hopefully y'all are having fun. Hell yeah! Hell yeah, we are! Potatoes! Potatoes all the way! Give me my potatoes! Alright. Speaking of potatoes, between the Fig and the Starch-Lord, I actually would much rather have the Starch-Lord against Professor Brainstorm. We have some removal, we have Forget-Me-Nuts. Potato, you're con man. That wasn't a meteor, that was a hot potato, okay? Do not play con man on my Couch Potato Fridays. That's like rule number 1. Woohoo indeed. Do we care about this? The answer is, nah, we don't. Should we kill it? I think also the answer is, yeah, we should. So normally, this would be terrible, but our synthesizer will make ours survive and gives us a second Starch-Lord. Mwah. Beautiful, hermoso. So if the opponent wants to play tricks, they're gonna... I really wish I had an imitator here. Boy... you know that scene from the Lord of the Rings? What scene? Taters? What are taters, master? You know, potatoes? Boil them, smash them, stick them in a stew? That's potatoes, basically. Oh, of course, we draw our imitator on turn 4. What could this be? It's probably a gentleman zombie. I say we just go for it. And if it survives, then we go for it again. And then our potatoes... Oh, it's a teleportation. Oh, interesting. Okay. They're playing some kind of science OTK deck. Oh, this is excellent. And see, the opponent is working really hard on getting rid of our stuff. Unfortunately for you, opponent. Yeah, we're gonna do it like this. The longer our Starch-Lord lives, the more card advantage we're gonna have. Next turn we're gonna have 6 Sun. Unfortunately, it's not enough to play both Imitator and Starch-Lord, but the turn after that we should be able to. And meanwhile, we got our radishes, so radishes, pretty good, you know? That's actually exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna play our radishes here. Really cool interaction here. 2 radishes, 2 roots. Each one grows, and each one grows our Starch-Lord. Beautiful. Now we're gonna play our Imitator. And our Starch-Lord is already getting out of control. And next turn, we can... Okay, they're gonna play backup dancers. Sure. I am more than okay with that. This is gonna spawn something, so just no Zombot. No Zombot. Okay, he got a mustache thing. Mustache monument. Alright. This is gonna be a weird one, okay? We're gonna get weird here, okay? There's not enough room to play all of our potatoes. So this is not a potato stream. I have a surprise for you. Where do we want to do it? I think... if we do it here, we just win. So... or we might just win. This is a carrot stream, baby. Eat your vegetables, chat. Alright. Our Starch-Lord is gonna grow each and every single one of those. So now we have 12 damage, 6 damage, 10 damage. What you got, opponent? Bounce all plants off the ground. Okay, good thing we put this on heights. Because, yeah. Alright, take 12. They're gonna play a Moonwalker here and gonna block here. Alright, I mean, that makes sense. That was actually really well done by the opponent. Like I said, sometimes those things happen, you know? And I'm really nervous. Oh, they conceded. Okay. Alright. GG. So that brings us to 2 wins, 2 losses. Let's go. Alright. 3 more and we rank up. Easy, easy. With this potato deck, we're unstoppable, chat. Let's see what else we got. We have our Starch-Lord. We have 2 garlics. 2 garlics is a little too garlicky for me. I think we're keeping this. Having a nice Starch-Lord on turn 4 typically is a good way to win. And we're against some aggressive deck. Let's just put the garlic and maybe hope we kill whatever they put there. Normally garlic wins against anything else that's... yeah, see? No paparazzi for us. Let's go. Yes. Nothing like some good old garlic. Alright, they got the chicken because they want to kill our garlic. Normally, I would waste a Berry Blast, but I don't need to because I have Synthesizer. I don't know that that's gonna do anything for us, but... it could be worse. Alright, we got some random crap that... you know, we got an environment, even though it helps Amphibious and we don't play Amphibious. And we have something that makes things in environments grow. So, hidden synergy there. Because of that, I'm gonna put my radishes right here. Alright. If we pull this off... oh, this is excellent. So the opponent wasted their turn playing an environment, and that's when playing even 2 environments or something in your deck can really be good play just to like counter environment the opponent. So now the opponent's like, haha, I have something. And I'm like, haha, I have something too. And you know how this thing makes everything in environments and heights grow? Easy +6/+6. Oh, that's gonna bounce all my stuff. So, I guess that went about as good for the opponent as a gravestone could have. And they got a party zombie. That's actually really good. Is this gonna be one of those games where I have like a million radishes everywhere? It kinda looks Let's think about this for a moment, chat. We want to hang on to this to counter their environment if they play it again. We're gonna play our Starch-Lord here, and we're actually gonna protect it with the garlic. Because if we manage to pull this off... Oh, this is excellent. Yes. Alright. Bring it on. What you got, opponent? All zombies get deadly. Normally, that would be really scary, except garlic protect. And guess what? If not garlic, how about some hot potato? Take 5. And remember what I said about if Starch-Lord lives, we win, and then we lost it? Well, this should go differently this time, so we shall see. Alright, it's party time. It's funny, they got a party zombie out of an egg, and now they're just partying it up. Let me think about how I want to do this. I don't care about this. I care about this. And look at Starch-Lord go. Go, Starch-Lord. Bounce that belly. Pull a fat bastard. Get in my belly. Okay. And then we kill this. And now we have all our roots. Instead of oops all potatoes, looks like we have oops all radishes. I mean, opponent's gonna do this, but as you know, we have our environment here, so sure, we'll take 3. We'll kill everything they have. Things are looking good. And here's where Starch-Lord really is the king of tempo. Because look at how we just build stuff and the opponent can't do anything. You have a grave, I have a grave buster. Perfect removal. You have an environment, I have an environment. How about we grow our Starch-Lord, huh? That was perfect removal with a grave buster, so I'm just gonna do that. And that was also some good garlic protection, so I'm gonna do that. We still need the double starch combo, which we haven't pulled off. So that's next in our to-do list. And if the opponent has nothing, our garlic and potato should finish them off. Imagine you can have some radishes with some potatoes, with some garlic. That actually doesn't sound that bad. I mean, I don't know, it doesn't sound that good either. Maybe add some sausage in there. Sausage? You know, I've seen quite a bit of some sausage in my day. What do you mean, Idaho potato? You still see a lot of sausage. I remember sausage from back in the day. It used to be good, but now it's like throwing a hot dog down the hall. Alright, opponent, I think, just gave up. So they're gonna time out instead of just saying pass. Alright, GG. Yeah, I'm telling you, those Idaho potatoes, they make them they make them good, if you know what I mean. Hell yeah, they do. Who the hell? Idaho. Okay. We have a garlic, we have Starch-Lord, we have removal. Let's see if we can get our imitator. No, dang it. I never get the curve. Turn 3 imitator, turn 4 that. Ooh, a cheese cutter. Who cut the cheese, chat? Seriously, who did it? I don't know, but they got a hot potato to the face, so let's not cut the cheese over here, okay? We're swimming in garlic here. That's probably a teleportation zombie, and I don't really want them to have it, so let's grave bust that. Yeah, teleportation. I swear, everyone plays teleportation zombie. It's like, I mean, it's a really good card. Why are we drawing all our garlic? I don't like I don't like this much garlic, but I'm actually gonna play a garlic, and I'm gonna play it in lane 2. And if you can figure out why, chat, I'll tell you, but garlic is gonna start filling up their meter, which sucks because it does 1 damage. But you know what garlic does too? It protects our Starch-Lord. The opponent might still have some removal, but now our Starch-Lord is protected by our garlic. And you know what happens when Starch-Lord lives, baby? Alright, so now we don't do 1 damage, we do 3. So that's a lot better. And now we have all them roots, baby. Opponents just passing, go, pass, go, pass, go. So we're gonna say, how about if I play my Forget-Me-Nuts? Oh, I played them in the wrong lane. Play Forget-Me-Nuts in Heights. That one should have been in Heights, but hopefully that doesn't bite me in the butt. We're gonna protect it with some garlic. And, you know, I could play this, but then they can rocket our Starch-Lord. But at this point, Starch-Lord did his job, honestly. If they rocket it, oh well. I can live with it. But most likely they have a rocket for our Starch-Lord because it grew above 4 attack. So let's see. There's the rocket, see? Maybe I shouldn't have played that, but eventually it was gonna happen, so... Either way, they're taking what? They're down to 7. We have a bunch of crap on the field, and we drew another Starch-Lord. Alright. I can live with that. Same thing. Don't play it on Heights. And this time, we're gonna let it stay at 3 attack for now. Alright. Let's see. Opponent conceded. There we go. Alright, 4 and 2. Let's go, baby. I still need to show you the combo. 1 more win and we rank up. Probably next stream or the stream after that, I'll be making Ultimate League. That's my goal, at least. Let's get out of Taco League. I don't want to get out of Taco League. Where's my imitator? I'm really hoping for my imitator, and it's just not showing up. Alright, I'm keeping this. I mean, Forget-Me-Nuts can be pretty good against the Professor. It can also be pretty bad depending on what kind of Professor deck it is, but we have the good power for it, so... it's not like Forget-Me-Nuts is any better later in the game. It's not. This is probably the best time to play it anyway. Guess what? Guess what? We can get it. We can get it, yeah. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm so excited. Opponent's just gonna draw. See, they couldn't do that on turn 1 because of Forget-Me-Nuts. So that's where Forget-Me-Nuts becomes a priority target and a good tempo play. Alright. Forget-Me-Nuts is dead. I could do something. I could waste my superpower, kill that, protect Forget-Me-Nuts. But you know what? It's even better to just play an imitator and watch the fireworks happen next turn. Alright, and this means that we're gonna get the combo. So our quest of the double Starch, which is Imitator into Lord Starch, is about to be completed. I'm just updating the win-loss tracker and everything else. Alright, so what did I say? Turn 3 Imitator, turn 4 Starch-Lord. Oh look! Starch-Lord grew the other Starch-Lord. Good luck, opponent. Beat that. I don't think they can. Sure, they can do that. They can do that. Did we just play against this person? I don't know. If they use a scientist, then we just played against this person, but I don't know. Now look, we got our bellies growing. We're gonna grow big and fat. Oh wow! Look at that! Look at that combo! Wow! That was very well done by the opponent. Well... slap my butt and call me Potato Sally because he just beat turn 3 potato combo, you know. We did get it though, so let me update some things and then play my turn before I time out. I think we want this here. Okay. So at least we should be okay right now. But we still really need to get rid of the other con man. And we really need to protect this lane. And maybe hopefully... Ooh, we got a Briar Rose. That's pretty good. Alright. I'm a little nervous for what the opponent can do. Let me think about this. We don't have any flowers in our hand. Con Man is scary, but anything in here is even scarier. So I'm gonna play this here, and that way whatever they play has to go to the tree. Unless they trickster me again like they've been doing. Alright, backup dancers. So one of these dancers, hopefully this one, goes right... Dang it. 3 damage, that's not enough. Okay. 2 damage. Okay, sure. Alright, there's a stronger con man. That's fine. That hurts. We got our power. Yeah, let's use it. Okay, you know what? 3 damage, it's not the end of the world. It's still a little scary. I'm still scared of Trickster, but I can't really do too much about that right now. We really need this con man out of our hair. Once con man is dead, I'll feel like 10 times better. No double attack. And we lose. Wow. Okay. Wait. Oh, we lose anyway. Very well played by the opponent. That move with the lizard, that was good. Dang. This guy just beat turn 3 potato into turn 4 potato. Look at that. Alright. GG. Alright, let's go for the next one. You know what? I'm impressed. I'm impressed. But I'd rather, you know, look at Happy, or use Sally Happy Potato. Let's go. Tree, removal, garlic. Alright, it's a keepable hand. I'm not getting my combos the way I want them, but it's okay. Let's see what they get. Ooh, they got a flag zombie. This is a little scary because, you know, they can ramp from it. But they didn't play anything. So let's get that out of here. Okay, that's good. Okay, the opponent's gonna ramp. So, clearly based off of their very good turns, like turn 1, good superpower. Turn 2, they're at 4 brains. We need to do something about this, and I think the best thing we can do is put our forget-me-nuts, a garlic, power them up, and this will at least slow down the ramp that our opponent has. They did have an answer for forget-me-nuts. That's fine, it happens, you know. Maybe they were gonna do something else instead. So, it is what it is, you know. Let's grow our radishes. We have some small removal. Actually, we have big removal and small removal. What we really want is to get a threat. We need either a fig. Interesting, okay. So this is just gonna trade, and I'm okay with that, you know. That went about as good as it could, and they wasted their superpower. And there's the Fig. So now we have removal, 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 threat. I'm actually gonna wait till next turn to drop the Fig. And I feel like the opponent has a lot of removal in their hand. Yeah. We wanna wait till we can maybe like Fig and Grave Bust or Shamrocket. And they're ramping again. I'm kinda scared for like the Zomba Dinosaur at this point. Let's see what they do. No dinosaur, but they can always teleport it in. Well, we can't also just sit down and twiddle our thumbs. First, let's see what this gives us. Reincarnation, that's interesting. Let's play the Fig. No rocket, no rocket, no rocket, no rocket. Alright. We play Fig, they rocket. But it's Immorticia control, so I mean, that's kind of to be expected, honestly. You know what, though? Let's see. Let's kill that. What is it? That was a scientist. That was a good one. Let's play this and see if they have an answer for this. They need a second rocket, and they have it. Dang it. Okay. Come on. And they're just making this guy a little smaller, I guess. We got them down to 8. Look, at this point, every point of damage counts. This is 6 damage. I mean 3 and 3. Let's kill the cheese cutter. We cannot let that cheese cutter live. And they already used the superpower, Acid Rain, so I'm not worried about that. There's a teleport. Here comes the dinosaur. Trickster. Okay. There's Trickster. There's another superpower. Oh, they used the thing that gives you superpowers. I see. Trickster triggered. Let's figure this out, chat. Alright, we have our potato mine for Trickster. Let's see what the opponent does. Cheese cutter, don't care. Just in case I'm gonna play this here. Oh. And we're gonna do this here. We have an answer here. We have 2 threats. Either of these are lethal. Let's go, baby. The opponent's really digging. We win. Or we survive this turn. But then we should win next turn. They get their power. Trickster's dead. We're at 13. And we have a garlic to block. That's all we need. That's all we need, baby. Get over here. Alright. That's interesting. They can reduce the attack of all our garlics, but we still do 3 damage here and win unless they have an answer to the radish. Radish for the win, baby. 4-4. Alright, chat, so I said 8 games, but I can't leave it at a 4-4. We need one last game. We need to get our win out of rank 45 into 46. So let's go. Last one, right? Hell yeah! Since this is a bonus game, I'm gonna narrate it. I'm gonna narrate it with my potato power. Ooh, baby. We're up against Rust Bolt. So I'm gonna keep it like this. Oh yeah, let's go. So when you're a hoe, you really wanna get your nuts on the floor. So you put your nuts on the floor, and then you say go. You ignore the little tiny leprechaun man. And now, for my next play, the opponent's gonna teacher me. But as I mentioned, you always killed your teacher. Die, teacher. Die. And now, my nuts are safe. If people didn't know I'm streaming, they'd be like, what the hell is going on in there? But my nuts are safe. Alright, so here, I don't really care about the leprechaun. It's just, I don't really care about the leprechaun. Let's grow our nuts. My nuts have grown. Let's kill whatever's in there. Your turn, opponent. It was just as I thought. It was a teleporter. Everybody and their mom plays them. But they're no match for my nuts. What's this thing called? Hothead. Thank you. My nuts will always be safe. I will protect the nuts, even if it's the last thing that I do. Boom, baby. Okay, we have an imitator. Let's see what the opponent does. They're gonna play a teacher there. You know what we say about teacher. Even if I can do this, we always kill this biatch. No teacher there. We're gonna save this. And we'll see what the opponent gets. They're gonna shrink ray our nuts. Stop shrinking my nuts. I just grew them and now you're shrinking my nuts. Look at my tiny nuts, everyone. YouTube, please. YouTube. I'm talking about forget-me-nuts, not my tiny nuts, okay? We're gonna play our potato here. And then we're gonna pass. Oh no, they're gonna dang it! It's okay. They weed sprayed our potato. I should have played the imitator. So, the opponent only has leprechauns. We don't care about the leprechauns. What we care about is our tree. How about you take 7 damage, opponent? Okay. Hootaho, Idaho. Taste my tree, you nutbuster. I will save that for later. Let's see what the opponent does. They need to put something in front of the tree. And another teacher? How many teachers you got? Wait, no, not that. We play tree number 2 and we kill the teacher. Always kill the teacher, chat. Always. Let's see what the opponent does. We're doing good. But I gotta go, chat, so I'm gonna leave you with my friend. Oh yeah, this is when we win. We got the trees going on. Opponents just doing random crap. That's not gonna save them at all. They're gonna take 7 this turn. Those leprechauns just built up our meter. That's the problem when you play leprechauns. So now, just to be safe, we're gonna put a potato here. We're gonna put a radish here. That potato's gonna turn into a radish. We're gonna put a garlic here, and we're gonna grow my team. Grow, team. Go, opponent. What you got for me? Show them the potato power. Wait, there's no potatoes on the field. Okay, so we take 2. Whatever. Superpowers. They need a miracle, and I don't think they're gonna get it, chat. I think we win. They're gonna heal, but we're gonna do 10 damage, so we win, chat. G to the GGG to the GGGG. Okay, I'm gonna go back to not your BF. Alright, chat, so final record 5 and 4, and you were nice enough to stay to watch me grow from Taco League 45 to Taco League 46, baby. Yeah! Rank up, give me them gems. Alright, so what did we learn? Potatoes are delicious. Couch Potato Friday. You can grow your nuts and your nuts can shrink. And Idaho potatoes have seen some sausage in their day. Let's talk about the deck. Our opponents played some excellent games against us, and even, this is something I love about this game that, you know, even against really strong turns like turn 3 Potato into turn 4 Starch-Lord worked. I did not do turn 3 Potato into Fig just because we went against a lot of brainy rocket decks. But you got to see the power of the potatoes. We actually ranked up. If you want a nice tempo deck and you like potatoes, you should love Spudow. So, if you have any questions, let me know. Feel free to like, subscribe, put it in the chat. And this is not your BF. Goodbye, my friends. Hope you had fun. Next time, I think I'm gonna have another surprise for you, but I don't know if it'll beat the potatoes. Alright.